14 months ago, I moved from Texas to Manchester, England. I've made it through the first year, and here are some of the things I wish that I knew before moving to make the process just a little bit smoother. You need a proof of address in order to get a bank account and a phone plan, but you need a bank account in order to rent an apartment, so it's kind of a pickle. A proof of address can be anything from your name on a lease to a doctor's note saying where it is that you live or a utility bill. Unless you've set up your living arrangements before you actually moved, you don't have a proof of address yet because you don't have a place that you're living yet. There definitely are some phone plans and banks that will let you sign up without having a proof of address, so your choices are basically to either find out which ones those are or immediately look for some place to live so that you can then get a bank account and a phone plan. If you are renting a flat, most of the times it will require a credit check, but if you're just opening up a British bank account, you have zero credit. It doesn't immediately transfer over from the country that you came from, so they don't trust you to rent a flat. So you do have a couple different options with this. You can go through private renting, so not necessarily on websites like Rightmove, which are going to require a credit check most of the time, or you could find someone in the UK who can vouch for you, like perhaps an employer, etc. Basically someone who does have credit to say like this person is good for it. Or you could find a roommate who already has a lease signed that you can move in with them because they are gonna have credit. It's kind of a hassle, not gonna lie. This is not a surprise, I'm sure you know this already, but the winters suck. They're gray and they're rainy. Keep in mind, I live in Manchester, which is notorious for being especially gray, but I found it really difficult. And what I ended up doing was I got a sun lamp so I'd sit underneath that and get my vitamins every day. I took actual vitamins, I exercised more. You can also plan a trip away somewhere sunny and warm just for something exciting to get you through the monotony of the gray sky. It may take you a little while to get your NHS number. You need your NHS number in order to have access to all the healthcare that's available in the UK. Everyone has access to this, even if you're just on a visa, but you do have to register when you get here, and then they'll send your NHS number to you in the mail. It took me, I think, about 3 months in order to get it. So if you do have anything pressing, I would recommend getting everything sorted medically in your home country before you leave, because it is going to take a little while for you to have access to a doctor, dental, etc. And another note on the NHS, because it is more accessible to more people, the wait times can be longer. So I definitely recommend getting everything sorted, all of your medication, before you leave your home country so that you have it, because for certain things, unless it's an emergency, it will take a lot longer than what you're maybe used to, especially if it's mental health. Allergies took me a long time to get in for something like that, or even just a general appointment. So just keep that in mind. I actually found the visa process, the application and all of that to be quite easy, and I had freaked myself out about it for so long to the point that I wasn't actually researching anything when I actually arrived in the country. I'm on a tier 5 youth mobility visa, which I think is a lot easier to get than a lot of other visas. So it might not be the case. I'm not an expert on visas, so it might not be the case for you, but for me, it was a very simple process. Do research about when you actually arrive. Don't freak out so much about the visa process itself. If you need tips on packing, cut out the summer clothes. You can always buy them when you're here. You're not gonna use them very much, to be honest. There's a couple of months of summer. I think last year I wore my shorts like maybe 4 times. Keep in mind, I'm coming from Texas, so my idea of heat is a little bit different than some other people's might be. But if you're looking to cut down on packing, like you only have a certain amount of suitcases you can bring, just don't do the summer stuff. Just leave that behind, and then you can buy that when you're here. Definitely stock up on your favorite products and your comfort foods. You definitely will still be able to find some products, but a lot of things will either not ship here or be really expensive because they're imported. I found one of the best things for overcoming homesickness was comfort foods, and I was craving things that I never expected to crave ever. So definitely stock up while you can. Oh, some places only take card, especially if you're in London. During the pandemic, a lot of places wouldn't take cash because they were trying to stop the spread and all of that, and then a lot of them just haven't really gone back to it. So if you're planning on only bringing cash, you might be stuck. So bring cash and also have something on your card. Even if it is a foreign card, it's better than not being able to pay for something.